What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail. You're not the sun. The world doesn't revolve around you. Because of the few things that happened recently involving me on YouTube, somebody might view this as me being petty, but I actually had the topic before all that happened. Doing this video now, but it'll probably be out 5-6 days later. But this came from something else, because sometimes people want you to do something for them specifically. And if they feel like you're catering them to them specifically, they got your back. And the thing about it is, you can't make everybody happy. But the idea that you go speak your piece to people that you know of, or complete strangers, but you have this ideology where they need to cater to you, is a bit egotistical, because the world doesn't revolve around you. And what happens is, for years and years and years, I've seen where people, have their own idea or ideals of what the world should be, but it's what the world should be for them in particular, not in general, what it should be for everybody. Like, all the rules and the principles and the rights and the wrongs and fairness don't really apply to them. So everybody else should abide by rules, but the world should revolve around them, and they get to bend and break and manipulate the rules as they see fit, and everybody else is supposed to be cool with that. When in reality, that's not the case. So my issue about a lot of this stuff is really, we've entered a phase in society where we have far too many people who are self-centered, to the point where they've made an entitlement. They want to impose an entitlement on the world, which the world will not follow, and get mad that the world won't. Like, you got adults basically throwing temper tantrums because the world is not going to kiss their behind, or the world is not going to part the Red Sea for them specifically to do whatever it is that they see like they want to do. And what I find most annoying, I would say, about that is, we're at a point where it may be a point of no return for a lot of people, because it's a culture shock for a lot of people to realize that nobody cares about if you want something specifically a certain way because you're grown. If you want it a specific certain way and it has to be perfect for you, you got to make it happen. You got to make it specific and perfect for you, not complete strangers. It's kind of like, if you've ever been to a restaurant with a person who's spoiled, they become annoying to the staff. They order something and it's got to have all of these, or it needs to be like this with a like this, and a like this, and a like this with a like this, and a like this, and a like this, and it can't be like this, but it got to be like this, but this like this, and normally people with all of these demands don't do anything. Like they'll go to a restaurant having all these orders, but about how their food needs to be made, but they don't even make food for themselves like that. So now they make that the responsibility of somebody else. I have to have it perfect and perfect for me, and this is what I'm paying for. And a lot of people don't realize you really just don't have any decorum, because that's being extra. And besides, they might not do all the things you ask, and all you can taste is the food is good, because somebody in the back will be like, look, they want blah 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 blah. All right, they're gonna get this dish. All that stupid stuff. And it tastes so good because they did all these extra things. They ain't do nothing extra. They just said, yeah. When you said, was it this? And did you do that? Yeah. You should taste it. It's in there. It's like, oh, they did everything I asked. And it's this idea that the world should revolve around you. Now, some people will play that game with you to finesse you, but other people are not going to waste the time out of their lives to cater to your life when, let's be honest, you want the world to revolve around you, but you don't revolve around anybody else's world. What you want the world to do for you, you won't do for anybody else in the world. So the hypocrisy of that is just in a whole nother atmosphere. But this idea that, hey man, it's about me all the time, and if it ain't about me, it ain't about nobody. Well, since you think you're the sun and the world revolves around you, let's see how well you shine. Because you don't need, you'll shine on your own without this entourage of people needing to do something for you. And normally, people like that aren't as bright as they say. They're pretty dull. But that's my thoughts. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch you on the next one. Peace.